Hey everyone, ready for another deep dive? We're tackling financial planning this time. You guys sent in some interesting stuff from RoleCatcher, their career guide, interview tips, even some tools to streamline job searching. It's a whole 9 yards. Let's see what they have to say and if this career path is a good fit for you.
It's like they've rolled out the red carpet for anyone, like even thinking about becoming a financial planner.
Right. Okay, so first things first. What does a financial planner actually do? Most people are probably picturing spreadsheets, like fancy suits. But I think this guide hints at something a little deeper, don't you think?
Oh, for sure. It's not just about the numbers. It's about guiding people through some of life's biggest financial decisions. Think retirement, investments, navigating risk, even taxes. A financial planner helps you make sense of it all. They help create a personalized roadmap for each client.
Like a financial wingman helping people achieve their money goals. Oh,
Eh,
that's so cool.
yeah.
So where does all this financial wizardry usually take place?
Well, the guide mentions the typical office setting, but with technology constantly evolving, remote work is becoming more common, more flexible. The guide also stresses that the work can be pretty demanding, though, especially when you're dealing with people's, well, their financial well-being.
It's a big responsibility, that makes sense. So is this career path actually a smart move right now? What's the job outlook like for all you aspiring financial gurus out there?
All right, so this is where things get interesting. RoleCatcher paints a pretty optimistic picture. The demand for financial planners is projected to grow faster than average, mainly due to, the baby boomers entering retirement.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they also note that the field is getting more competitive, more specialized.
So it's not just about crunching numbers anymore. It's about carving out a niche, becoming an expert in like a very specific area of finance.
Exactly. The financial world, well, it's incredibly complex, tons of new products, strategies popping up all the time. Clients need advisors who, you know, deeply understand their specific needs and goals.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we've got a good feel for the role and the job outlook. Now let's talk pros and cons. What does Rollcatcher highlight?
They've got a pretty comprehensive list here. On the plus side, potential for high earnings. I mean, who doesn't like that? Also, the satisfaction of helping others, achieve financial security. Plus, you have diverse tasks, flexible hours, the choice to work independently or as part of a team.
Okay, that's a pretty sweet deal so far. But what about the flip side? There's always a catch, right?
Of course, of course. The guide is very upfront about the challenges. Being a financial planner requires constant learning, staying ahead of the curve. You need ongoing education, certifications to, maintain your expertise.
Because no one wants outdated financial advice, right?
Exactly. And it can be quite demanding, stressful even, especially when the markets are, a little volatile or clients are facing tough decisions. Long hours come with the territory, particularly when you're building your own client base. And let's not forget the need to constantly monitor market trends, adapt strategies.
It sounds like you need a true passion for finance, a knack for like staying calm under pressure to really thrive. But it's not just about hard skills, right? What about all those soft skills Rollcatcher mentioned?
They are absolutely critical. In fact, RoleCatcher spends a good chunk of the guide emphasizing this. Strong, critical thinking, active listening.
Which, hey, if you're listening to this deep dive, you're probably already on the right track.
Exactly. They also mention clear communication, written and verbal, complex problem-solving abilities, sound judgment, strong math skills, a service-oriented mindset, effective monitoring, organization, persuasion, influencing skills, social perceptiveness, the ability to analyze and navigate complex systems.
Wow, okay, that's quite a list. It sounds like being a successful financial planner is about way more than just being good with numbers. You have to be a well-rounded individual, have a passion for helping others achieve their financial dreams.
Exactly. You need to connect with people from all walks of life, understand their unique needs, aspirations, and, guide them towards a more secure financial future. Building trust, rapport. That's huge in this profession.
It's like being a financial therapist almost, guiding people through the emotional and practical side of their finances. So let's say someone is totally hooked on this career path. Where do they even begin? How do you climb that financial planning ladder?
Well, according to RoleCatcher, you usually start by assisting more seasoned financial planners. This could be conducting research, managing data, even handling some administrative stuff.
So it's about paying your dues, soaking up knowledge. Right. What comes after you've, proven yourself a bit?
That's when you might transition into a junior financial planner role. At this stage, you get to interact directly with clients, analyze financial data, and provide advice on more, straightforward financial matters.
So you're starting to spread your wings a bit, putting all that hard-earned knowledge into practice. What does the path look like as you gain even more experience?
That's where the senior financial planner role comes in. At this level, you're managing a portfolio of clients, often with more complex financial situations, guiding them toward those long-term goals. You might also be mentoring junior planners, sharing your expertise, helping them develop their skills.
So it's a blend of client interaction, strategic planning, and leadership. A natural progression for someone with experience and a passion for, nurturing the next generation of financial wizards. What about those who are like, okay, I'm ready to reach the pinnacle, the top of my financial planning game? What does that look like?
For those with their sights set on, like shaping the industry, you have the role of principal financial planner.
Hmm.
At this point, you're not just managing clients or mentoring, you're leading whole departments, developing overarching strategies, driving the vision of, a whole financial planning organization.
Talk about impact, right? Essentially the captain of the financial planning ship steering the course. But let's be real, the financial planning field, it's getting competitive out there. What does RoleCatcher suggest for actually standing out in this crowded space?
They really hit the nail on the head with like continuous learning. They highlight certifications, specifically the Certified Financial Planner, the CFP, as a major credibility booster.
So it's not just about having financial planner on your business card. You need those credentials to really back it up. Tell me more about the CFP, though. What does earning that title actually involve?
It's a rigorous process. It demonstrates a deep understanding of, financial planning principles. Candidates are tested on everything: investment planning, risk management, insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, even estate planning. It's about having a comprehensive understanding of how to guide clients through, all these different financial challenges, opportunities throughout their lives.
Sounds incredibly comprehensive, a true testament to, like, an advisor's expertise. No wonder it's so valued. What other tips does RoleCatcher offer for standing out?
They also mention the Chartered Financial Analyst designation, the CFA, as another sought-after credential, especially for those interested in investment management. But beyond, all the acronyms, they emphasize networking, attending conferences, joining organizations like the Financial Planning Association, the FPA, building relationships with other professionals. It can open doors, give you new insights.
So it's about building your reputation, expanding that knowledge base, and just creating connections. Smart moves for anyone serious about, like, a successful career. Now, let's talk about something that often sends shivers down the spines of job seekers everywhere. The interview. I know a lot of people dread it. What are some common questions that pop up in, like, financial planner interviews?
RoleCatcher's interview toolkit is a goldmine for this. It's got over 120,000 practice questions and even provides AI-powered feedback. Can you believe that? But beyond the sheer volume, they really focus on helping you craft like compelling answers that showcase your unique strengths, your experiences.
120,000 questions. Wow, they weren't kidding about being prepared. Can you give us a sneak peek at, like, the type of questions they cover?
Sure. One key area is how to actually demonstrate your experience in financial planning. It's not just listing past roles. It's showcasing those problem-solving abilities, illustrating how you've applied your skills to help clients overcome real-world challenges.
So it's about telling your story, highlighting those aha moments where you made a real difference in a client's journey.
Exactly. And remember, the financial landscape is constantly shifting, so interviewers want to know how you stay updated. Industry trends, regulations, all of it.
They want to see that you're not just relying on, like, yesterday's knowledge. You're actively seeking out new information to provide the most, relevant advice. It's like being a financial detective, always on the lookout.
I love that analogy. That's
Yeah.
exactly it, that continuous learning, so essential in this profession. But RoleCatcher's interview toolkit doesn't stop at just practice questions. They also have tools to help streamline your job search, too.
Okay, tell me more, because who couldn't use a little help navigating the job market these days?
They have this feature called the, get this, RoleCatcher.capture plugin. It lets you save job postings from different places, LinkedIn, Indeed, company websites, directly to your RoleCatcher account.
No more endless scrolling and bookmarking. I love it.
Right. And it gets better. RoleCatcher then analyzes those job descriptions and tells you which version of your CV or resume is the best match for each one.
It's like having a personal branding expert in your back pocket, making sure you put your best foot forward.
Yes. And to top it off, they have a feature that identifies any skills gaps in your CV compared to the job requirements.
So if a job posting is really emphasizing, say, experience with a certain software or specific certification, RoleCatcher will flag it for you, give you a heads up. It's like having a career coach whispering insider tips. This all sounds incredibly helpful. But with so much information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. We've talked about the responsibilities, the outlook, education, networking, even acing the interview. How can a potential, financial planning enthusiast like yourself make sense of it all and decide if this is the right path for them?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's about tuning out all the noise and focusing on what truly matters.
Where do we even begin with that?
I'd say start by taking an honest look at yourself. What really excites you? Do you find yourself drawn to the world of finance? Maybe you enjoy reading about market trends or, helping friends and family with money choices.
It's all about that gut feeling, that little spark of interest. But we've also talked about soft skills. How do those play into the equation?
They're huge. You're not just dealing with numbers, you're dealing with people. Their hopes, dreams, anxieties about their financial futures. Are you a good listener? Can you empathize, build trust? Can you break down complex ideas into, something digestible?
Because nobody wants a financial planner who just talks at them,
Yeah.
right? You want someone who listens, understands, helps you make the best decisions for your situation.
Exactly. And finally, think about your own learning style, your career aspirations. Are you someone who thrives on continuous learning, who enjoys digging into research, staying on top of trends? Does the challenge of building a successful career in a dynamic field excite you?
Those are important questions to ask yourself. Nobody wants to feel stuck or unfulfilled. And hey, even if you don't end up becoming a certified financial guru, the knowledge, the skills you gain by exploring this, it's valuable in everyday life.
Totally. Understanding basic financial concepts, managing your own money, making informed investment decisions, those are skills that benefit everyone.
It's like having a financial superpower. You're equipped to make smart choices, navigate the complexities, achieve your own financial goals with confidence.
Exactly.
But what about those who are ready to take the leap? To dive headfirst into the world of financial planning, what advice do you have for those aspiring financial wizards just starting their journey?
Embrace the learning curve. The financial planning field is vast, constantly changing. There's always something new to discover. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, seek out mentors, soak up knowledge like a sponge. And, RoleCatcher is a fantastic resource.
Yeah, they've got you covered from A to Z. Career paths, resumes, interview prep, role catchers, like that personal cheer squad rooting for your financial planning success.
And don't forget about networking. Attend those industry events, connect with experienced financial planners, soak up their insights. Building those relationships, learning from others, it's invaluable.
It's like joining a secret society of financial superheroes, all dedicated to helping people achieve their financial dreams. So, to wrap things up, if you're fascinated by finance, energized by the thought of helping people navigate their financial journeys, and not afraid of a little hard work and constant learning, then becoming a financial planner might just be your calling.
I completely agree. And remember, RoleCatcher is your trusty sidekick on this exciting adventure. They have a treasure trove of resources to guide you.
From those comprehensive career guides, interview prep, CV builders, job search strategies, they've thought of everything.
They have. But here's a final thought. Imagine being part of a profession that's not only growing rapidly, but becoming increasingly vital in a world facing, increasingly complex financial situations.
That's a powerful image. And the more we talk about financial planning, the more I realize that it's not just about managing money. It's about empowering people to make informed decisions to achieve financial well-being.
Yes. It's about providing clarity amidst all the noise, offering that steady hand to navigate uncertainty, and ultimately, helping people achieve their dreams, live more financially secure lives.
Beautifully said. And on that note, we'll leave you to continue your deep dive into the world of financial planning. Embrace the journey, explore those possibilities, and remember, your future is waiting to be planned.
Happy planning.
It's about giving people the tools, the knowledge to take control of their financial lives. It's pretty empowering when you think about it.
It really is. And it's not just about individual empowerment. It's about, contributing to a more financially stable and resilient society as a whole.
That's a great point. When people feel financially secure, it ripples outwards. It impacts families, communities, the economy, everything.
Exactly. It's interconnected, And as we navigate these complex economic times, having a solid understanding of personal finance and access to sound financial guidance is more crucial than ever.
Absolutely. Okay, so for anyone listening who's feeling that spark of interest, that intrigue about the world of financial planning. What's the first step? Where do they even begin to explore this potential career path?
Well, I'd say the internet is your friend here. There are tons of online resources, articles, videos. You can start by just, immersing yourself in the basics of personal finance, investment strategies, different types of financial planning services.
It's about getting a taste of the financial landscape, seeing what piques your interest.
Yeah, exactly. And once you have a basic understanding, you can start looking into those certifications we talked about, the
Ah.
CFP, the CFA. There are also online courses, boot camps, even mentorship programs specifically designed for aspiring financial planners.
It's like dipping your toes into the educational waters, seeing what learning format resonates with you. And remember, RoleCatcher can be a great resource for this stage too.
Oh, absolutely. They have a whole section dedicated to professional development with links to reputable certification programs, courses, all sorts of stuff.
So don't be afraid to roll up your sleeves, dive into the world of financial planning, and see where this exciting path takes you.
Well said.
And on that note, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of financial planning. Big thanks to RoleCatcher for providing such a wealth of information and resources. And remember, whether you're considering a career in finance or just looking to level up your own personal finance game, knowledge is power. So keep learning, keep exploring, and until next time, happy planning.
Happy planning.